Hello ladies and gents, and welcome to a oddly new video. And I know you don't recognize my voice because obviously I'm not random. And I can explain why right now actually. Basically, a couple nights ago, me and him decided it'd be a very good idea to combine our YouTube channels. He actually proposed the idea. And if you don't know me, I am Bio the Bad, or Bio, or Breaking Bio, whatever you want to call me, I don't care. And we decided that we're gonna make a channel together, and we're just gonna use this conjoined. We have over 100 subs. I think I have like 40 something. I don't know. And I kind of gave up, and he thought, wow, it'd be a good idea because I guess he thinks I'm funny or something or whatever. But besides the point. Anyways, our first video together is gonna be me reading subreddit. Anyways, let's get started. So we're gonna be reading the subreddit. Am I the asshole? The first one is by Pitfall Anything 5563, and it goes as the followed. Am I the asshole for not allowing mother-in-law to meet my baby because she tells everyone that I am cruel to my stepdaughter? I have been with my husband since his daughter Lena was 13. Being a step-parent is the hardest thing I've ever done. To put it very simply, Lena was never happy. She didn't want me to marry her dad, but I thought she would come around when she saw that he still loved her just as much. She was not a bad child, wasn't acting out, but literally nothing made her happy. She never smiled, never expressed any interest or enthusiasm about anything. Mother-in-law was extremely concerned about Lena and kept demanding to know what we were doing to her. We had to set boundaries because mother-in-law was asking Lena completely inappropriate questions and implying we were doing something to her. Lena reacted badly to these boundaries and began acting out. It was such a mess, and I felt like such a failure, because no matter what we did, she was just never happy. Yes, she is in therapy, and we did do family therapy. Lena moved out at 18 and was suddenly super happy, which made us feel worse. And mother-in-law was convinced we did something to her. Mother-in-law has multiple times asked Lena in front of other people what we did to her. Lena denies that we did anything, and so it just wasn't fair that she had to live with her dad's partner, and she couldn't relax with a stranger into the house. That really hurt because I tried to bond with her, and her dad tried to maintain a relationship with her, but she was just so shut down. I recently found out that mother-in-law has been calling me a child abuser. She also blatantly tells people she hates me. When confronted, she cried about how hard it was on her to watch Lena like that, and she knows we did something. I wanted a baby with my husband for 3 years, and we finally welcomed a baby girl 3 months ago. Mother-in-law has been acting like it is just a given that she will meet her, but I decided that I don't want her to. I am worried too about having someone who hates me and makes those accusations. My husband backed me up, but Lena uninvited him to her graduation dinner and said that if I think I can use boundaries to bully people, then he can have fun with her new boundaries and just never see her again. He's now very upset because Lena won't talk to him and is saying that what's the harm in letting mother-in-law see the baby? Okay, unpacking real quick. Lena, you are the asshole. Other person, OP. Mrs. Pitfall Anything, you are not the asshole in this case, because if someone's gonna call you a child abuser, which I take very seriously personally, then you don't deserve anything if they're a false accusation. You know, like it's one of those things like saying a man raped you even though you didn't. You know, it ruins someone's life. It can ruin their friends, their families, their jobs. You know, it's a very serious thing to talk about. Not even a joke about, like just accusations in general, you know? So in this case, OP, you are not the asshole because there's also Lena, no offense, like I understand step families and all that, but if it takes you 5 years to not even get around to someone, then like there might be something wrong with you, you know? Like if you're gonna hold a chip on your shoulder for 5 years about someone that your dad married, like it's not like your dad married this person because they were bad or anything, because I don't know them obviously, but still, like there has to be some good in OP at least, but I don't know, it's stupid. Anyways, let's go to the next one, which is by, it's gonna load, my files are being slow for some reason. It is by Snoo5, 6 numbers, Snoo59091. Am I the asshole for telling my neighbor to mind her business about my sons? I, 23 female, am a single mother of twin boys, 3 male. We recently moved in with my mother after leaving our crappy apartment in New York City. My mother lives in a neighborhood that's mostly elderly and families with older children. Yesterday it was hot out and my boys were throwing water balloons at each other and me. While my neighbor, 47F, came over and asked to keep the noise down and take my kids inside as it was early. It was 2 p.m. in the afternoon. I said no I paid no mind and went inside to grab some water for my sons. I hear yelling and rush back out to see my neighbor with my son's toys and yelling at them. I lost it and told her to mind her own business. When she said this, "Of course people like you have to ruin the neighborhood." I'm black and my sons are mixed. Their father's white. I told her to get off my mother's property before I called the cops. Okay. Karens? Fucking hilarious. Okay? Something goes on with their mind where they're either racist, they're homophobic, you can name anything, right? And it's funny to just to see them try figuring things out with their small brains. In this case, no, you are not the asshole. In the case of the old white woman, yeah, you're the asshole. But no, if your kids are playing and it's not like early, I think you said. It was like early in the morning, I'm assuming she means. Like, no. It's just a Karen just trying to do her own thing, yeah. Just get her for trespassing, I guess, if it comes to that. But that's about it. And for the final one, if it loads, that is. Where is it? Am I the asshole for physically removing my sisters from my room? This is by the user LowGoose5728. I am the oldest of 5. I'm 19 and my 2 sisters are 14 and 7. I just recently started a new job and finally have a bit of spending money for myself. I deal with low blood sugar on occasion, or I get very hungry/thirsty in the night. So about a month ago, I bought a little cart to keep in the corner of my room and filled with snacks, some drinks, and other basic necessities, lotions, extra chapstick because I'm always losing mine, etc. My siblings are freaking vultures when it comes to food. Anytime there's some sort of snack, they will eat it back to back, like chain smoking until it's gone, then blame each other when there's no more. Hence another reason why my snack cart is in my room. I had just restocked the cart and was noticing things disappearing from it, like I knew I wasn't eating it. Since it normally takes a while for me to make a dent in my stash, I confronted my siblings, my 2 brothers, admitted and apologized while my sisters claimed innocence. I let it go, but snacks were still coming up missing. I snooped in my sister's room and found wrappers and bottles under their beds. I was irritated and wanted to catch them in the act, so next day I pretended to leave for work, snuck around through the back door and waited in my closet to catch them. It took a while and I almost gave up when I heard the door open and heard the older sister directing the younger sister on what snack to take. I came out of my closet having caught them in the act and I was pissed. I yelled a bit and kicked them out. They tried to come back to my room to reason with me. They wouldn't leave me, so I used one of my giant stuffed animals to block them back outside the door. My bigger sister got really upset and cried while the older sister said I was being an ass over it. My mom ended up giving me shit about it, saying I need to bring my snacks downstairs because anything food-wise you bring to the house needs to be shared, which I find hypocritical given she keeps her favorite snacks in her room where my siblings can't find it. I feel bad for getting angry over something so trivial and childish. I am the oldest and should be setting examples, yet here I am mad over snacks. Am I the asshole for yelling, kicking them out? Would I be the asshole if I had bared them from my house, from my room, locked the door when I leave the house? And, okay, first off, you are not really the asshole. I understand why, it's one of those things where I understand that. Like, I hate when my siblings go on my VR, for example, that I spent all my money on, or my PS3 or PS4 that I spent my money on, or anything I spent my money on. Like, it's a real pet peeve of mine. So in that case, you are not the asshole. Unlocking your room, that's an amazing idea. I used to do that until the lock broke, and I just haven't bought a new lock. So yeah, lock your room. Make sure no one can get inside. That's what I usually do. That's what I used to do. And then there's a edit. Let's see. For everyone who had mentioned it, diabetes is common in my family. My brother is type 1 and my dad is type 2. I started dealing with low blood sugar shortly before my doctor told me I was at high risk for diabetes as well. I try to keep healthy snacks or things high in sugar/protein when I need it. Also, I pay a decent amount of rent. I'm still trying to finish school and can't afford to live out on my own. I have a lock on the door, but my siblings have taken the copy I had given to my mom in event of emergencies. I'm going to change the lock again and have a serious talk with them later. Thank you guys. Locking your door. Make sure that your mom has that key. No one else gets it. I know it's hard, but like keep it on your keychain or something. I don't know. That's what I would do. But I think that's about it. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, maybe subscribe, and tell me in the comments if you agree with any of these. And until next time, and the next video, it's probably not gonna be me, baby. Let's go. Have a good day. Have a good day, guys.